back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, man.
Wagwan, my people, hope everybody okay, hope everybody alright. We all have the ability to come from nothing to something. Always remember that, you understand? If nobody now tell you no, me I tell you that. Anyway, people, only percent things still a galang in the news. Here, wagwan. Now, a man who has been in custody since October 2020 on charges of illegal possession of firearm and shooting and wounding with intent was freed when he appeared in the gun court on Friday. Dennis Summons, who is of a Kingston address, was free after the matter failed to start despite at least 6 trial dates being scheduled over the period. The complainant reported he showed no interest in the matter and a bench warrant was issued for the investigating officer who had stopped attending court. Simmons had appeared in court on Wednesday for trial. However, the investigating officer was not present and the bench warrant was issued. Simmons, who is in his mid-30s, is accused of being a part of a group of gunmen who shot and injured 3 people. The injury among a group of individuals who were catching water at a fire hydrant at a section of Spanish Town Road about 7 p.m. on October 26, 2020. Yes, people, that's how we're going right there. So, anyway, right now at Clarendon, we're going now. 5 of the 6 alleged members of the Clarendon-based blood gang were remanded until January 11 when they appeared in the Home Circuit Court. Stephen Williams, Abigail Hedal, George Robinson, Travis Hardy, Franklin Miller, and Alex Miller were charged with murder, illegal possession of firearm, and robbery with aggravation. Initially set for a plea and a case management hearing, but failed to get off the ground due to Mr. Hardy and Franklin Miller being unrepresented. Legal aid assignment was subsequently ordered for both defendants. When the matter was called up yesterday afternoon in court, guess who? Tom Tavares Finso, who represents Franklin Miller, asked Justice Vinette Graham Allen to release him from the case. Mr. Tavares Finso told the court that he was asked by one of Miller's relatives to represent him, but the relative was unable to pay the full fee. A discount work go on in my people, but here wagwan here people. The judge, before releasing Mr. Tavares Finso, explained to Mr. Miller that the case cannot proceed until he has legal representation. After explaining the condition on which an attorney acted, the judge inquired whether he wanted the court to assign him an attorney. The 64-year-old reluctantly agreed. The Bloods gang, which operates in southern Clarendon, is alleged to have been engaged in extortion and multiple contract killing. In the meantime, Alex Miller, who was on bail and failed to appear in court last month, is now in custody. In relation to Stephen Williams, who has been missing since he has been granted bail in August 2021, documents are to be submitted to the court to prove that he is in fact missing. The court was also told that Communication, Forensic and Cybercrime Division report is outstanding. As soon as them get that paper, me I will give an update. But hold on a bit there now. Guess which part my gone? Right to the St. James my gone, my people. Counsel for the Rosal Division in St. James, Anthony Murray, has said more resources should be deployed to deal with acts of violence, especially in community populated with mostly returning residents. The request followed 2 shootings in a week that left 2 dead. 3 people were shot on Monday, 1 fatally in an attack at a house in Greenwood. Last week in the neighboring Long Bay community, a man was killed as he sat on a tire. Anyway, people, I'm going to make Murray tell me exactly wagwan.
I am extremely concerned as it relates to the escalation in violence in the Long Bay and Greenwood areas. More so, especially in Greenwood, because Greenwood is one of those quiet community which is known for returning residents, and it has never had a violent history. And to see an area now being broke out in such a way is of deep concern for me as a councillor. And what I want to say, I'm going to ask the authorities to do whatever necessary, whatever measures they need, whatever forces they need to quell this level of violence that is taking place over in this area. We have seen 3 murders in this space in less than 3 weeks, and it's really of a concern for me right now as a councillor. What I'm going to ask is that persons, especially in these areas, who are who are renters, please make sure that they get the necessary background checks done, criminal records done, and verify the persons that they're inviting into their homes and into the community. Because we are seeing where some of these persons are coming into the community and creating problems here.
That is not where that is concerned. Watch me can move on to the schools now. People, listen, Wagwan, can often have some people go to school, you see. They need to go to school, they need to go look work. Here Wagwan. There is a call for increased partnership between the security forces and education administrators to respond to criminal gangs in school. This followed news that some boys in grade 10 and 11 at an undisclosed corporate high school has formed gangs and are taking knives and guns to school. Long time back I go on still, you know. I don't want to feel like say, I just know that going on long time. Before my days, before your days, before everybody did them thing I go on. It's just that they might pick me and so bare-faced in doing it. Anyway, President of the National Association of Dean of Discipline, Samuel Smalling, said members are trained by police to identify students who may be involved in gang. Anyway, listen, Mr. Smalling's attack no people.
Once we see, for instance, a graffiti on a wall, we know that that's a signal and we respond to it. Some administrators and schools do not respond to a simple graffiti and don't understand that is a serious sign that can create serious challenges within the institution. The way our students dress, we talk about the policy for dress code. Sometimes I think we are shooting ourselves because when we have standards set by the school, when we see deviation from the standard, it also sends us and signals whether or not students are going in a gang based on the shoes they wear, based on the tight pants they wear, based on the hairstyle that they have. All of these have implications. We need one of those kinds of center in every region in this country so that when Mr. Wright and administrators have to suspend or expel, they expel them into an institution where they have to comply with rules and regulation and also get an opportunity to continue their education in a confined context. So it doesn't make sense we band-aid the issue when the government and in particular the Ministry of Education is not putting the necessary resources where it belongs.
President of the National Association of Dean of Discipline. Anyway, now, guess who we are going to talk to now? President of the Jamaica Association of Principal for Secondary School.
They are behaving as adults, and when we get into dealing with them, we have got to take tough action. And if it means that we're going to put them into institutions made for them specifically, right? That's the kind of thing. I don't think we have enough of this because I think we are bearing our head in the sand as a country as to the kind of children that we have to deal with because of the kind of home that we have. And if we don't face that, and deal with it seriously, what we have are talking about soft approaches and psychology and whatever. And I'm not saying that those things don't work. What we are not doing with the psychology and the sociology, we are not putting enough money into those things. If we put NHT, for example, to build houses, we have billions of dollars in some kind of fund for that. What kind of billions do we have to build social programs in this country? When you take a St. George's, a Gúnman, a Kingston College, versus a Denham Town, a Tivoli, a Haile Selassie. These are all schools that are at the border or in inner city areas. But it is the resources that the past students and other people have put into some of these schools and the vested interest that the parents have put in this that have made a difference. Right? The ones that have just been left and there is nothing in terms of that kind of resource. And when you look at the irony of it, the schools that are problematic are the ones that we group all the students who have a certain social background, weak socioeconomic status, and we put them all one place. Coming from inner city communities, we put them all one place. Low academic achievement, we put them all at one place. What do we expect?
So if we want to stop these kinds of things, every school, for instance, should have walk-in metal detector at the gate so that deans of discipline, principals and teachers don't necessarily have to push the students. But once the alarm goes off, we know how to respond to a situation like that. When we think of the main schools, that in terms of access, we don't have any perimeter fencing. Students can access the school compound from all different angles. How do you control weapons and other things coming on the campus and threaten the safety and security of staff and other students.
That is not where that is concerned. Right out of here, show park, my God, right now, people, and guess what, one power one. The people that must say my view, I could tell you the truth. Sharon don't listen. You did tell Sharon long time ago. Greater something for him food. I make it slap him wet, but no. She never want to take out her own son. But say it then now, the man them take out both Sharon and her son one time. The people them say, and because she never hear, make she get the end of the stick too. So Sharon and her son Kino then right out of here show park. People, the mayhem continues.